What is up, beautiful people? Zen here from the Journey Into, and this is going to be a very quick video. I'm going to be sharing with you the top crypto exchanges that you can use all around the world. Now, don't mark my words on it, right? They definitely work here in Canada. I know they work in the States, in Australia, some places of Singapore, in Kenya, right? But because I don't live in every single country all at the same time, I can't verify it, right? So these are the top three crypto exchanges that I know are quite accessible all around the world. Now, if you are Canadian specific and if you are a Canadian resident, I made a special top 5 that I personally use that you can see actually over here. Check it out. It's a pretty lengthy one. I might just make I might redo one that's going to make it a little bit more condensed. But if you want to know the in-depths of the 5 that I use personally here in Canada, again, that's the link. But for everybody else that is non-Canadian, or if you just want to see if what other options are out there, here are the top 3. Let's jump right in.
Yeah, people come.
All right, so I'm going to start off this video just the same way that I started off the other one, and I want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. By all means, I just enjoy learning about financial things and sharing with you the results, right? So do not take this as financial advice. Take it as educational purposes. I'm showing you what I do with my money, but whatever you choose to do with your money, that is up to you and your responsibilities, all right? So now that's out of the way. If you're kind of new to the whole crypto exchanges and you want to get your hands on to buying Bitcoin, buying Ethereum, buying Ripple, or buying any of those coins out there, what you got to understand is that there are crypto exchanges that we have access to. They're kind of like banks, right? So think of your local bank. All right, here in Canada, we have Scotiabank, RBC, TD. Other places, you'll have Western Union, you'll have like iNet, BankNet. Wherever you are in the world, think of your local banks, right? You go there to be able to buy your currency, and you can actually exchange it to other people's currency. Same thing's happening with the cryptocurrency. All right, so the thing is though, whichever crypto exchange you decide to start with today, you want to make sure that you take care of what they call the KYC. I'm going to complete that on the other side, but the KYC is a know your client process. It just makes sure it's just there to make sure that you are who you say you are and that you're not a fraud, right? And at the same time, some of my friends and individuals and clients outside of Canada or just around the world, they try going off with so many different exchanges that after a while their name actually gets not banned but gets flagged. So that might slow down your process in being able to choose or start buying your Bitcoins and your cryptocurrencies. So just keep that in mind, right? So just one, complete your KYC, your know your client process as fast as you can, pretty much when you get and download the app. And 2, try to just pace yourself in the types of exchanges that you actually start applying for, because if you overdo it, you over-register, they might put a red flag on your name, and then it just slows you down, right? So we're going to jump onto our computer. We're going to go for the top 3 exchanges that I know work roughly around the whole world, right? The reason why I say that is because I know some places like Nigeria and other countries out there, in those regions, they have a hard time either getting crypto. They might have their own that's going to be specifically for them, but these 3 are ones that I use, or ones that my friends use, and are ones that my global network uses, so they can vouch for it as well. Okay, so let's jump right in. Alright, so the first one, so number 3 in our top 3 list is actually Coinbase. Now, the reason why I put it as number 3 is, one, it is a very reliable one. It's a crypto exchange that's been there for quite some time now, and they're also opening up an IPO, right? So an IPO is just where the company says, you know what, we're going to be an official business, so don't sue us. Right, so that's the number 3 position. It's going to be Coinbase. Now, the beauty about this one is that with Coinbase, when you do your first deposit of $100, you actually get a cashback bonus of $10 as well. And they also deal with quite a number of like the altcoins, right? So I'm using my phone, right? I'm actually screening as we go through. And with this one, it has the main ones. They've got the Bitcoin, they've got your Ethereum, they've got well, Ripple is discontinued, but you can still deposit for Ripple, you just can't trade it. right? And they have all of those. But if you're looking at, let's say, Doji coins or DOT, I don't think they have those, right? So they're still limited to the number of currencies that they actually, cryptocurrencies that they actually exchange over here at Coinbase. And the fees are a little bit on the higher end, right? They are still like not much. I think percentages wise with deposits and withdrawals, the fees are like 2 to 3%, 5% of your initial investment or whatever it is. But if you go to Coinbase Pro, they actually like cut that at half, right? So that's something to look forward to. And again, the reason why it's my number 3 and it made the top 3 is because it was one of the first exchanges that I've dealt with, and I had no issues with it. The only issue I had is that sometimes with Coinbase is that if there's too much activity happening with a single coin, they'll halt any kind of trades happening. So let's say, for example, you're looking at Ethereum and you realize, oh, this is a really good time to buy it. You can put some money, but then it's like, oh, we're going to have to wait, I don't know, a couple hours or 30 minutes before we can actually process your order for Ethereum. And by that time, because of the volatility of cryptocurrency, we could have already, the prices of Ethereum could already skyrocketed, and you missed out on your chance to get Ethereum at a good discounted price, right? It hasn't happened to me often, but it has happened to me once, which is enough for me to let you know that it can happen, right? So that's Coinbase for you. So number 2 is going to be, and the number 2 position that I have here for crypto exchanges all around the world is Binance. Okay, you might have already heard of Binance, and it is there is a reason why I've heard of it, because it's a pretty good exchange. The fees are lower than Coinbase. With referrals, when you let's say have somebody sign up through your referral link, there is a percentage bonus that you can actually give back to the person that actually signed up. So it can range from 0 to 20% to 10%. Or even 20%, I don't really remember. But at the same time with Binance, one of the good things is that they actually have a lot more altcoins that you can deal with. They do have Doji coin, they do have Dot coin, they have Uniswap, they have all of the other altcoins that just you might not be able to find on Coinbase, right? So with Binance, it's actually a pretty, it's in my number 2 position because one, less deposit fees going back and forth with withdrawal and deposits than Coinbase. But the reason why it's only my number 2, not my top 1, is because there's actually also fees that happens within the exchange, right? So for example, if I wanted to be able to transfer a coin, right, from, let's say, in this case, from Bitcoin to Ethereum, there's going to be or from whatever, right? So let's say, for example, from Ripple to Ethereum, for example, there's going to be a fee that's associated with it, right? So with each exchange, you can actually convert the coins within those exchanges. Coinbase has one, Binance has one, my number 1 has one. But with Binance, the challenge is that, not the challenge, but one of the cons is that there's going to be a fee every time you exchange them, right? So if you are the type of person that keeps buying it through between different ones, there's going to be a fee that's resolved for it. But they also have a trade, right? So I think you're able to trade different trades. I don't really trade off Binance. I use something else to trade, so I'm not too familiar with it. But the reason why Binance is also my number 2 is also because with Coinbase, at least in Canada, right, and some other options, you can only deposit via Visa debits, right, or your Interac. For some reason, the credit cards don't work. With Binance, I know that the credit cards do work, right? So if you want to be able to deposit money for your cryptocurrencies using credit cards, by all means, Binance, I do know, and I've confirmed at least on my end that it does work. So that's a plus as well. Is there any much more thing to say about Binance? Yeah, they do have their own trading platform on Binance, but again, I use a different one, so I'm not going to talk too much on that. But overall, it is a pretty good one. It's also a world-renowned name, but the con is that there are fees when you exchange or convert coins within this Binance platform. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 is, boom, Crypto.com. So now this one, I'm not sure if you've heard of. It's not as popular as Binance or Coinbase, but with Crypto.com, they are definitely on the uprise. The reason why I put this as my number one is because they've had some they've been very flawless, at least for myself. The KYC was very quick. I don't know now. I think a lot because there's a lot of people going into it. There might be a little bit more of a delay on the KYC, but my KYC was quick. It happened within a couple hours. And the exchanges, so this is one thing I really like about crypto.com, is that the exchanges, the conversions between each coin inside crypto.com has zero fees, right? Yes, there are deposit and withdrawal fees just like any exchange, but if you're wanting to, let's say, convert from XRP to Tron, right? And you want to be able to convert those, there's not going to be any fees, at least from what I've seen and what I've experienced and read up on, right? So that's why crypto.com is actually is my number one for crypto exchanges around the world. They have a lot of the different coins as well as altcoins, right? I think they have the exact same as Binance or even a little bit more. Not too sure about that. Don't mark my words. And the cool thing about this is that they also have Binance and Coinbase also have like credit cards. Not accessible over here from Canada, but I do know they do have credit cards. And if you want to be able to sign up with crypto.com, just signing up, you get a $50 bonus, right? Now, in order to get access to that bonus, right? So this is the bonus that I had. It's locked up and it only gets unlocked after you have staked what they call CRO tokens, which are the actual crypto.com tokens that they've got. Right, so to unlock your $50 worth of CRO, you're going to want to stake at least 5,000. Now, what is staking? Staking is when you put your money, it's almost like an investment, a locked up investment. Put in your money over there, keep it in for the amount of time that they actually say or ask for, and then after that time it matures, and then you get the $50 plus, in this case with CRO, which is actually quite exciting, a Visa card. Right, so they're actually allowing you to allowing you to use a credit card that's under their name, and they give you like cash back in terms of Bitcoin, as well as reimbursements on things like Netflix and Spotify, right? So just so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So that's one of them. This is like a free card that you can, but if you want to lock your 50, you're going to want to upgrade and go to Ruby Steel, right? So when you actually unlock the Ruby Steel, you get 100% back on a Spotify, 2% cash back every time you use a Visa card. These are prepaid cards, right? But in order to be able to unlock this, you have to purchase CRO and hold for 6 months, right? So the CRO is 5,000 CRO tokens, which is equivalent at this point in time around $416, right? So that's how you get access to the bonus. But outside of the bonus, this crypto.com exchange is actually one of the best, at least from my experience and from what I've heard from other people as well, simply because the fees between the actual coins when you want to convert, nil. The transfer times to be able to withdraw and deposit, pretty simple. I personally use e-transfers. They happen within an hour or 30 minutes. Very, very simple procedure to be able to deposit and withdraw. And that's it. That's actually all, right? The only con is that it's $400 if you want to get your red card, but it's free. Your red card and $50 bonus, but you can get a blue card for free. This one you just put your details in and boom, you're off to the races. They'll send you a Visa card, but it's prepaid, so you got to fill it up yourself, right? So those are the top 3 actual exchanges. So just to recap, sitting up at number 3, we're looking at Coinbase. Number 2, we're looking at Binance. And for number 1, we're looking at Crypto.com. If you want to be able to use any of those right now, will have the links in the descriptions below. Use those and you'll get access to the bonuses, right? So to recap, Coinbase bonus is $10 for your first $100 deposit. For myself on Binance, it's a 10% give back. We both get 10%. Other people, they'll give you like 0%, and they keep the 20. But for me, it is 10% split both ways. And for Crypto.com, the only bonus that you can get is if you stake for like 6 months. I personally have not gone through the bonus, but I use it more for the functionality and the ability to be able to go in and out of the crypto world with ease, right? So Crypto.com is definitely one of the top ones that I prefer. So that's it. Just remember that once you choose whichever crypto exchange you want to go with, that you complete your KYC as fast as you can, simply because it can range from anywhere from 4 hours to a couple hours to a couple days, and you don't want to be cut on a bind if you find a good discounted price on one of your favorite coins, and you got to go through the process still, right? And just choose one. Try not to get too many new crypto exchanges within the same week, because you can get red flagged due to the anti-laundering protocols that they are enforcing. So alright, so those are the top 3 crypto exchanges that we can use for around the world. Again, I don't live everywhere all at the same time, so double check to see if they are eligible in your country. If not, put in the descriptions below. I can help you try to find one. I love this kind of stuff, so if I can do anything to help you out to get your hands on the crypto for your very first time, I would definitely love to try. So hope you guys had a great and fantastic time. I hope you found some value. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, one love. Peace.